Yo, yo! What's going on, champions? And happy Saturday. Welcome to Saturday Morning Freedom Training. I'm super duper excited to have each and every one of you connected with us this morning. Man, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I can't sing, but I'm excited about life, and I'm excited about the next 2 to 3 weeks. The chapter of 2023 is coming to a close. And the most beautiful thing about it is you have the pen. You are in front of the keyboard to write how the chapter is going to end. Nobody else has the ability to write it but you. If you just put the pen down or don't put anything on the paper, then guess what? It's just going to be a melancholy blank ending. But you have the ability, you have the power. As the word of God says, you have the authority, or as they say in South Park, the authority to go ahead and pen out the Hot 16. All right. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long today. I've been under the weather and I'm finally feeling good. Finally feeling good, you know. So I wanna spit some gems and give you some nuggets. Today's not going to be a very motivational or inspirational day. I'm going to give you some very direct directions that is going to help you get results over this next week if you follow the directions. All right. It's always, that's always a very important key within any business, but especially our business. You got to follow directions. All right. It's very, very, very important. Muy importante. All right. So we're going to jump right into it, you guys. I want to make sure that, you guys understand something, that there's 2 weeks until the end of the year, right? 2 weeks until the end of the year. And this next week, a lot of people are in Christmas and holiday mode already. But the next week is just a normal week. Yeah, you have to schedule some more time in to do some things that you may want to do for the holiday, but you're not getting off the week from work, so you shouldn't take the week off for your business. The 16th today through the 22nd, which is next Friday, is just a normal work week. But here's some nuggets to use to your advantage. Yeah, you got some holiday parties coming up. Yeah, you may have some people coming in town, but busy people have busy networks. So as you're at these holiday parties, as you have these people coming in town, it's a great opportunity to network. It's a great opportunity to connect with people that maybe you don't see because you don't go in the office no more. Maybe you don't talk to them on Teams. Maybe they're in a different office, or even family members. It's the time to find out what's going on in their life. Form. Family, occupation, recreation, money should be the foundation of your conversations when you're talking to people if you want to find a dissatisfaction, right? If you want to find a dissatisfaction. See, some people are not getting the results that they want in their business because they're just jumping in with the people and they're not taking the time to find the dissatisfaction so that they know the key area that they want to touch on for the business, right? I'm out in the Alpharetta area, okay? There's people who are pretty affluent in these areas. I got an executive from AT&T across the street. I got an executive from Microsoft next door to me. I got a architect, over here, to the other side of me. These guys make 6 figures per year, right? So just making more money, I feel like everybody wants to make more money. Everybody can make more money and things of that nature. But just coming at them from the angle of making more money may not pique their interest, because in their mind, a lot of them feel like they're making all the money that they can make, right? So I got to talk to them, have conversations about family, have conversations about occupation, have conversations about recreation and money to find the area that they may have a dissatisfaction in. Maybe they're making all the money that they want, but they don't get to spend enough time with the kids. They don't get to go on the field trips. They don't get to spend time and go take wifey or hubby on date night. So I have to cater the business to show them how they can use the business as a vehicle to get more family time, right? They may not get to spend time playing golf or playing basketball or playing video games like they used to or like they would like to. That's recreation. So when I find that satisfaction, I drill in to show them how the business can be a vehicle to get them more recreation time. So when you have these holiday parties, it's not the time to jump down somebody's throat over a martini. Hey, I got a business you need to take a look at. No. Get their information. Talk to them. See if you can discover the dissatisfaction, so that when you converse with them over coffee or tea, or even if it's just a phone call, you can talk to them about, hey, I found a way that you can get more time with your family. We need to hook up and you need to take a look at this. So that their antennas are raised and they're open to the information. Because if you just talk about money, people can make money doing anything. So out of respect for your relationship, they may take a look, but they may not take a look with an open mind or open ear. All right. So the holiday season is important, and having the facts at your disposal is also important. Okay. And what I mean by that is people in this world are looking to make enough money to do 2 things. All right. They want to make money to do 2 things. They want to make enough money to take care of their current lifestyle. So your current lifestyle is paid by your labor. You go to work, you grind, you hustle, you put in the work right now so that you can take care of your current lifestyle, so you can pay your bills, so that you go out and do the things that you're used to, right? A lot of people may be comfortable in that. Even if they don't realize that they're living check to check, they may have fooled themselves into being comfortable within that situation. But people simultaneously go to work to make enough money to take care of their future lifestyle. And see, your future lifestyle is paid for by your investments. What's that 401k look like? What's that 403b look like? What's that Roth IRA look like? See, a lot of people don't have these things in place. A lot of people don't have the investments in place. So they are working on borrowed time, because they're going to be working for the rest of their life. So the conversation may be about the future. When we're talking about form, we also may need to talk to them about the future. That sister that you talk to about the business, she may be happy right now. She may be think life is sweet. But guess what? If she gets laid off tomorrow, what's life going to look like? It's a harsh example, right? I always think back to the movie Mo Better Blues with Denzel Washington, right? And Denzel Washington was a trumpet player. He was nice with the trumpet, right? He was ill, but that was his lifestyle. It was his lifestyle till somebody come and took the trumpet and smacked him in his mouth with the trumpet, right? His lifestyle was done. He couldn't play the trumpet like he used to anymore. So if somebody took away something that affected your lifestyle, if you're a minister of technology, like, well, there's only one minister of technology, but you could be the deacon of technology. If you're a deacon of technology, right, and you work with computers, your hands, you got to type in the code, you got to type in the information. Way I use your mouth for stuff these days. But for the sake of example, if somebody came and chopped off my hand, God forbid, well, I'm gonna struggle doing these things one-handed, right? If you're an athlete and you had to chop off your foot, you had to get it amputated, what's your life going to look like? You think of these extremes so that you can expect the best but prepare for the worst. And sometimes we got to talk to people in extremes. Talk to people in a vision perspective. You know, family, occupation, recreation, money. How much money would you have if you didn't have no debt? Think about that. If all your debt was wiped out, how much cash flow would you have coming in? That's a crazy thought. But it's a possibility. See, for a lot of people, it's just a thought. But it's a reality. It can be a reality. And JMG Direct is a vehicle that can help you make that a reality. So if you ask the right questions, it can lead to the dissatisfaction. But you got to be willing to ask the right questions. So that brings me to my action items, right? I'm gonna hit you with the call to action during the training, right? I'm gonna hit you with these directions and these things that if you do these things starting this week, I am telling you, you will notice a difference and you will start getting results in your business. So number one, set up your schedule, right? Now, don't confuse this with the motivational schedule for success, because that tends to fall on deaf ears. Oh, Mr. Jones has a book called Schedule for Success. Oh, that's becoming cliche. Oh, he always says that. That has to be a part of your culture, right? Schedule for success isn't something that you just do. It has to become a part of your culture. I once heard a speaker say, winners win and losers lose, right? Winners win and losers lose. But he said it's not the actions that make winners win or losers lose. It's the culture that's created. If 2023 didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you have to look at the culture amongst you by yourself, the culture amongst your immediate circle, the culture amongst your team. We're in the process, for my team specifically, of changing the culture. We're in the process in JMG Direct of changing the culture and raising the standard. Because that's what you have to do. You have to make changes if you're losing. I remember one of my favorite players, Kevin Garnett, when he was with the Timberwolves. You know, I'm from Minnesota. I never forget, he was being interviewed, right? He's being interviewed. And he said, what's going on? Why, what changed? He said, why do you want to make a change? He said, I'm losing. He said, I put in work. I show up every single day. I grind. I hustle. I push. And I'm losing. He started crying because he was so emotional. He said, I give my heart to this thing every single day. And you can't measure that. And I'm losing. And I don't know how many of you can say that you're giving 120% effort. Because if you give 120 and you're losing, then you can feel like Kevin Garnett. But if you're only giving 30% and you're losing, then you have to look in the mirror and say, I need to increase my work ethic. I need to increase my effort to 120. If you're giving 50%, if you're giving 80%, that's not even 100. You can't complain about losing and you not even giving 100%. We got to get to the point that we're giving 120 at everything that we're doing in life. 120 as a marketing brand ambassador. 120 as a husband. 120 as a father. Heck, 120 as a boyfriend. Girls, women, you're not disincluded. Wives, girlfriends too. 120 as a sister. 120 as a brother. 120 as a friend. You want to be the best version of yourself that you can always be. But when I say set up your schedule, you got to put it down. You got to see it, whether it's on paper, whether it's in Outlook, whether it's on your phone. You got to see it so that you can understand where the time openings are. Because if you're just trying to fit your business in, it's not going to work. It's always going to get squeezed out. See, at your job, you know, I got to be there at 9 and I get to leave at 4 or 5 or whatever your time is. You know that's your schedule. And if you know if you're off schedule, there's going to be some issues. There's going to be some consequences. You're not going to get the results that you need to get. So you got to treat your business with the same respect. You got to say, okay, I got to work to pay my bills 9 to 5. But okay, for my business, 6 to 10, that's where I'm going in. All right? You got to schedule it. And if you know you do something on Wednesdays, whether it's church or whether it's volunteer or whether you got a special organization and meetings with an organization that you're a part of, if you know that you got to do that on Wednesdays or whatever the case may be, schedule that in and work your business around it. But also at the same time, make sure that that thing that you're scheduling in, it is contributing to where you want to be in life. Because if you're putting something as a priority over your business, then make sure that it's getting you some results or something that you desire out of life. So don't ever waver from your schedule. Once you schedule, don't waver. You're the CEO of your own JMG Direct franchise. All right? So you make the determination. Don't waver. Don't feel like, oh, I don't feel like going in today. I'm not going to go in. No. You have discipline. You stay consistent. Because there's people counting on you. Even before you get somebody on your team, there's people counting on you to succeed. And you succeed by being disciplined. All right. So number 2, right? This is my slide coming up. Number 2, set a content creation schedule, right? Set a content creation schedule. Don't think that you're just going to step in the booth and write a hot 16 in the studio. All right. Sometimes things come to you at the spur of the moment and you post it. But as a business owner, you think people come up with the ads that come out in the Sunday paper the week before? No, they got a team who's coming up with these things months in advance. So sit down on the weekends, sit down on a day and say, okay, these are the posts that I'm going to post. I'm going to promote My Credit is Better on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm going to follow up with Bodyworth. On Wednesday, I'm going to come through with Luster Shine. Have these ideas in your head. Create the ads, get the pictures, get the ideas together. If you're struggling with it, get with your sponsor, get with your upline, Google some things, ask ChatGPT. There's so many resources that are out there at our disposal that there's no reason, there's no excuse to lose right now. Create it in bulk. You don't have to do it every day. I know you wear multiple hats. I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on, but successful people find a way. Take the weekend, sit down, get with somebody in your circle who's not in the business. Maybe somebody, I love people who say no. Why? Because they're free advisors. I run ads by them. Because I want to know how to get that person who doesn't see it, how to see it. So if it doesn't resonate with them, depending on their feedback, and some people are just haters, right? So they're not going to resonate with anything. But I know certain people in my circle, they may not see it, but they want to see me win. So they're willing to help. They're willing to assist. They're willing to give me feedback and constructive criticism. You got people like that. Most of you have people like that in your circle too. All right? Use those people to your advantage. Use your sponsor. Use your upline. Run things by them. The third thing, use Saturday to set your goals, right? Set your income producing goals for the week. Saturdays, I always set goals. And I know what my goals are, so I know once it gets to Wednesday, if I'm not close to my goals, Tuesday, Wednesday, I need to make some adjustments. I need to put the pedal to the metal a little bit. I need to push a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not going to hit the goal. And then come Friday, I know Friday morning, if I hit the goal, okay, it's a celebration Friday. I get to turn up a little bit. But if I haven't hit the goal on Friday, then I know Friday is a day, then I need to go hard. I need to push through the finish line. to attempt to accomplish my goal. I don't sit there Friday morning and say, I didn't hit the goal. Let me start looking towards next week's goal instead of new goal. I go all the way through Friday. If I'm not hitting the goal, I don't get the party. I don't get to turn up. I don't get to go out. Why? Because I didn't hit the goal. And Friday's not over till 12 midnight. Saturday, I look at my goals, I look at my accomplishments for the week, and I make adjustments. If I didn't hit the goal, then I say, why didn't I hit the goal? What stopped me from hitting the goal? See, this is a business. You got to look at the pro forma. You got to look at why things didn't work. Because in a traditional business, that's the difference between staying open and not staying open. That's the difference between winning and losing. So you got to treat your $1 million business like it's a $1 million business. You got to think it and see it now. Why didn't I hit my goals last week? How did I miss the mark? What did I do wrong? And how can I change it? You get with your sponsor. You get with your upline. You make the adjustments. Maybe you made the goal more aggressive than what the current time commitment is. And you may have to either adjust your time commitment and put in more time, or you may need to lower your goal a little bit. Maybe you weren't aggressive enough. Maybe you blew past your goal. And you got to set more aggressive goals. But Saturday is the time that you make those adjustments. You make those goals, you make those adjustments, you rinse and repeat every single week. That's your Saturday routine. That's part of the business. Has to be a part of your life. And the fourth thing I'm going to tell you, this is important, you guys. This is very important. This is muy importante. Personal growth and development is important. You got to be putting the right things into your mind, putting the right things into your spirit. Because if the fourth thing is really talking to your sponsor and or your upline daily. All right. It's talking to them daily. If I had to give a fifth thing, is personal growth and development daily. But number 4 is talk to your sponsor and your upline daily. Why? Because if you aren't hearing them daily, if you're not communicating and game planning daily, that's why between plays, what do? They say huddle up, huddle up. Let's put together a play. Let's talk about what we've seen. Let's make the adjustments. Let's put together a play, because just running it from the line is not working. Some of you are running it from the line yourself. You're calling audibles yourself, and it's not working. So we got to huddle up. You got to communicate with your sponsor, communicate with your upline, because if you're not hearing them, somebody who's on the same plan as you, who's on the same road as you, in the same vehicle as you, guess what? All you're hearing is the noise. All you're hearing is the noise. And if you're new, if you haven't gotten to a level of creating results yet, then you're not strong enough. Your ears are not strong enough to fight off the noise. And eventually you're going to succumb to the noise. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to start missing calls, missing trainings. You're going to start falling off your schedule. You're going to stop being accountable for yourself, and you're going to think it's okay, because subconsciously the noise is telling you, oh, it's all right. You'll get to it later. It's okay. You're the CEO of your business. You could take a day off. You're going to start hearing those things and believing it, and they're wrong. They're wrong. If you truly want to reach the desires and the goals and dreams that you set forth when you started the business. So make sure that you're reaching out every single day, every other day. You're constantly in communication with your sponsor and or your upline. You'll thank me later. And the fifth thing, I just thought of it when I was talking before, personal growth and development. Personal growth and development is so important, you guys. To provide nutrition to our body, we got to eat food, right? We got to eat nutrition. To provide nutrition to our spirit, we got to get that word in us, right? Well, to provide nutrition to our mindset, we gotta read and put the right things into it. If you're not a big reader, if you don't have a lot of time, get the audiobooks. Listen to something. YouTube always got something on there. You guys, these 5 things are important. And if you if you implement them, starting today, I'm telling you, you will notice a difference in you as a person. You will notice a difference in the results, in the people who you're getting in front of the business. Every single Tuesday, every single Thursday, you should have a guest in front of the business. There's no reason. The only reason that you don't get results is if you're not working the business. People are working the business. The law of numbers says if you talk to enough people, somebody's gonna raise their hand. So all these facts, all these things that are in your favor, the only thing left is you. The only thing holding you back from winning is you. And I believe in you. And I'm telling each and every one of you that you're the best investment that you got. And you're born to win. But you got to play to win right now. You can't get in the game if you're not even in the stadium. Some of you didn't even arrive at the stadium. And then some others, you just on the sideline. It's time to get in the game. It's time to reach your goals and time to reach your dreams. It's time to take things to the next level because James E. Direct is hands down the best home-based business out there, best comp plan, best products and services. We have any product and service. We're open. We are a marketing company. If it's hot, we could take it and run with it. So the key is to get in and build that distribution network because the distribution network is the most powerful thing that any business can have. And that's what we're telling you. Get in, build your distribution network. We have the tools. We have everything that you need to win. So play to win right now because each and every one of you are already a champion. I love you. I appreciate you. I got your back. I'll see you at the top and I'll see you at the bank. Peace.